Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to continue production part 5. Hope you have learned the previous day's assignment which I had given for you. And now we are going to have a short recap from our previous day's lesson. So far, we are learning about factors of production. And factors of reproduction are classified into land, labor, capital, and organization. Now, define labor. Labor is the human input into the production process. And what are the characteristics of labor? Labor is more perishable than other factors of production. Labor is an active factor of production. Labor is not homogeneous, and labor cannot be separated from the laborer. Labor is mobile, and individual labor has only limited bargaining power. And we studied about merits and demerits of labor also. And today we are going to learn capital and entrepreneur in the factors of production. Do you know what is capital? Capital means money. In economics, capital refers to the part of man-made wealth which is used for the further production of wealth. All wealth is not capital, but all capital is wealth. According to Marshall, capital consists of those kinds of wealth other than free gifts of nature which yield income. And now we are going to learn forms of capital. The first one, physical capital, money capital, and human capital. First one, physical capital or material resources. It includes infrastructure, environment, and resources. For example, machinery, tools, buildings, etc. Then the next one, money capital or monetary resources. For example, bank deposits, shares, and securities, etc. And the next one, human capital. It includes knowledge, abilities, skills, education, training, experience, judgment, wisdom, and creativity. For example, investments in education, training, and health. Then the next one, characteristics of capital. Capital is a passive factor of production. That means land itself does not produce anything alone. It is a passive factor. It needs some help of labor, capital, and entrepreneur, etc. The next one, capital is man-made. Then capital is not an indispensable factor of production. That means production can be possible even without capital, whereas land and labor are the original and indispensable factor of production. Then capital has the highest mobility. If capital is mobile, then it means it is easy and seamless to move capital from one country to another. Next, capital is productive. Productive capital refers to the physical capital, both the means of production and the labor power. Capital lasts over time. The benefit of capital expenditures lasts for a long period of time. And the last one, capital involves present sacrifice to get future benefits. That means An investment is a sacrifice of current money or other resources for future benefits. The last factors of production is entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a person who combines the different factors of production, that is, land, labor, and capital, in the right proportion and initiates the process of production and also bears the risk involved in it. The entrepreneur is also called organizer. In modern times, an entrepreneur is called the changing agent of the society. He is not only responsible for producing the socially desirable output, but also to increase the social welfare. Now, we are going to see characteristics of entrepreneurships. Ability to take risk. An entrepreneur needs to be courageous and able to evaluate and take risk, which is an essential part of being an entrepreneur. The next one, innovation. It should be highly innovative to generate new ideas, start a company, and earning profits out of it. The next one, visionary and leadership quality. To be successful, the entrepreneur should have a clear vision of his new venture. However, to turn the idea into reality, a lot of resources and employees are required. Then open-minded. In a business, every circumstances can be an opportunity and used for the benefit of a company. Then he should be flexible. An entrepreneur should be flexible and open to change according to the situation. Then he should know their product. A company owner should know the product offerings and also be aware of the latest trend in the market. And now we are going to have a short recap from today's lesson. What is capital? Capital means money. What are the forms of capital? Physical capital, money capital, and human capital. And what are the characteristics of capital? Capital is a passive factor of production. Capital is man-made. Capital is not an indispensable factor of production. Capital has the highest mobility. Capital is productive. Capital lasts over time. Capital involves present sacrifice to get further benefits. The next one, entrepreneur. Who is an entrepreneur? An organizer. Then characteristics of entrepreneur. He should identify profitable investable opportunities, deciding the location of production unit, making innovations, deciding the reward payment, and taking risk and facing uncertainties. Okay, children, now I have given some assignments for you. Look at the assignment carefully, learn it thoroughly. We'll meet you in the next class.